Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. We have a lot of massive moves taking place in the cryptocurrency markets that we are going to want to be focusing on the month of July. There's a ton of information coming out. We have Donald Trump's DeFi crypto project, World Liberty Financial, that is going to have a proposal to make their token transferable. And so initially this was not tradable, however that could be changing here very soon as we have some exchanges becoming prepared to list the token. And so I have lots of information on the proposal in the voting process, so definitely make sure to stay throughout the entire video. I also have ways to trade WLFI token pre-market if you're interested as well. And so if you enjoy this content, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos, and let's go ahead and jump right into it here. And so we have this post here from World Liberty Financial, which is a proposal to make the World Liberty Financial token tradable, and this is now live. And so let's go ahead and take a look at that here. And so we can see the proposal here is to make the WLFI token transferable, enabling broader community access to governance participation, whether through peer-to-peer transactions or secondary markets. They want to transition the WLFI ecosystem from closed to open participation and enable greater token utility access. And so I would not be surprised to see World Liberty Financial start offering staking services as well with their USD1 stablecoin. And so we can see down here that founders, team, and advisor tokens will not be unlocked initially. And so this is a good thing. This means that the advisors and the people that may have a large portion of the tokens will not be selling. So that will reduce the amount of sell pressure with the WLFI token when this does go live. And so let's go ahead and take a deeper look into the voting process. How does this work and how long does this last? It will give us an idea of when the token should be listed on exchanges. And so we can see here, once the proposal is approved for voting, a snapshot of token holders will occur when the proposal is approved. And so token holders who own tokens are eligible to vote. So you must own the WLFI tokens. You have to have bought the tokens from the presale to be eligible to vote. And so I do not see a reason that they would shut down this vote, right? The token holders want this token to become tradable, which will increase the value of the token, and that's where they're going to make money. And so that is how this is going to take place here. We're going to have a snapshot of the holders, then they are going to be able to have the voting process. And so we can see here, how do I know if the proposal is open for voting? Formal proposals will be made through the snapshot and can be viewed there. You must register with the forum to receive information on proposals for voting. So how long are votes open? The voting period for any proposal will generally be 2 weeks. And so this is subject to change by the company in any circumstance. So we're looking at 2 weeks. If the proposal goes live today for voting, we could be looking at 2 weeks and then the token will be going live. So we could be in that range of 2 to 3 weeks before we see the WLFI token go live. Now that could change if we look at a previous voting proposal here to test the airdrop functionality for distributing USD1 to all World Liberty Financial token holders. We can see this went live on May 6th and it ended on May 13th, right? So that was only open there for 7 days. Now we could see the exact same thing take place with the token becoming tradable as well. And so this all starts to make sense, right? If this goes live today for voting, 7 days from now would put us in about the week of the 14th. Well, the week of the 14th here is being named Crypto Week by the United States House Committee on Financial Services. And so we can see here they're going to be looking into considering the Clarity Act, which is going to approve stablecoins, which aligns with World Liberty Financial's goal using USD1, right? They're also going to be looking into the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, and then the Senate's Genius Act as well. And so all these acts here are related to crypto and stablecoins moving forward. And so once we see the Clarity Act pass, then we could see World Liberty Financial start pushing out a lot of their products, right? We could start seeing staking, as I mentioned. And so it's definitely something to keep in mind. And so in addition to this, there is also pre-market trading on MEXC if you're interested. And so the World Liberty Financial token here is currently trading just under 20 cents. This is up about 53% today. And so I do want to mention that there is some risk associated with this. There is volatility and low liquidity on over-the-counter market trading. And so this is going to have thin order books. This is also going to have preliminary price for World Liberty Financial. And so this does not guarantee the eventual listing price of the WLFI token. However, this does show the market sentiments, right? If this continues to increase on MEXC here, that shows that when it does get listed, there's going to be a lot of interest. And so I am definitely going to be using this as a tool to gauge the community interest. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what the market cap would be if this token was trading at 20 cents. And so right now, there's about 25% of circulating tokens for World Liberty Financial. There is a total supply of 100 billion tokens. The average pre-sale price is about 0.023 cents. And so we can see the pre-sale data here. There was 20 billion tokens sold at about 1.5 cents. We have 5 billion tokens that were sold at 5 cents. Then there was 250 million tokens that were sold at 10 cents. And there's also an over-the-counter deal for another 400 million tokens at 10 cents as well. And so I would expect the market to definitely have this higher once it does get listed on exchanges, right? I mean, we had over-the-counter deals here selling at 10 cents. However, the average pre-sale price is at about 2.3 cents. And so, based on the current price at about 18 to 20 cents, we'd be looking at about a $5 billion market cap. That's about a 12x return if you bought here at the first pre-sale of the 20 billion tokens. Now, I could see this going up to about 50 cents, which would put the market cap of World Liberty Financial at 13 billion. Now, this assumes that the circulating supply stays right around 25%. Now, if this changes to 100% and they put all of the tokens out into circulation, this would change things, right? We'd see this number do about a 4x from where it is right now. We'd be looking at about a $50 billion market cap for a 50-cent token price. Now at 75 cents, we'd be looking at about a $19 billion market cap at the current circulating supply. And we could see this potentially reach $1, right? $26 billion is a lot of money. However, we have seen meme coins reach $100 billion, right? And so this is not out of the question depending on what the utility of the World Liberty Financial token is going to be. And so this is definitely something that would be interesting to keep an eye on, right? We'd be looking at a 66x return from the initial pre-sale here of 1.5 cents. And so there's a lot of upside potential for that. And so let's go ahead and take a look at some more information on pre-market trading here. There's a ton of information here if you're more interested on what pre-market trading is, what's the advantages, what are the risks. I will post this information underneath the video from MEXC. Now, in addition to that, I mentioned they also have the USD1 stablecoin here as well. And this is continuing to get more and more traction. Now, over the last 3 months, we have seen an increase in supply of $2.1 billion on USD1 here. USDC, right, one of the largest stablecoins out there, has seen a total supply change of $763 million. So USD1 here is getting more attention. And so we could start seeing a lot more utility for these tokens, right? We have the bills that are all being evaluated on the week of the 14th in July, right? And so if we get any of those that pass, let's focus on the Clarity Act that is focusing on stablecoins. We could start seeing staking be introduced with World Liberty Financial, and that is going to drive more and more value to USD1 here. And so this is definitely something to be paying attention to, right? I would be very surprised if this proposal did not get passed right here. Because the people that are holding the token right now, it has no value. It cannot be transferred. And that is the purpose of them buying the token, is to make money, right? So they bought the token, and they're definitely going to be voting yes on whether or not this is transferable. They want the token to be listed on exchanges. That is their end goal. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos, and I hope to see you in the next one.